every bit of my heart. Welcome back to the PC Rehab, everybody. Today we have a special treat. It is the little brother of the computer that we cleaned in the first video. This computer was given to me by the same guy, I guess, as a, I'm sorry, I'm giving you a cockroach-filled computer. Good Lord, this thing is light. Yeah, even the outside of the case has got stains on it. It's really, really nice. Unfortunately, I ordered gloves to come in, and they're not here. And I really wanted to get started on this, so we're just going to do it. And hopefully there's no cockroaches in this one. Who knows? But this is the only computer that I haven't taken the side panel off of, because this was just like a give me. So let's go ahead and get that done. You know it's a quality case when you have to unscrew the side paneling. They couldn't just give you thumb screws. And you know you're in for a treat. Okay. Oh, it's like a dried up soda on the outside. That's always good. Is there no fan blades? There's no fan blades on this back fan. Oh, grody. Man, this is gross. No cockroaches yet, but they always end up being in like the corners. So one of the biggest things that I dislike about a lot of the older computers is that I think the idea was if you got a big case, it was, oh yeah, I got a big gaming case. That was like a pride thing. Yeah, I got a big gaming case. But you'd shove these tiny little motherboards in these big cases and then look at all this empty space that you didn't fill. You know, it's like, it's right here. This is my computer, but this is nothing. There's nothing here. So because of that, I can't reuse it. We will clean this case because this is actually a halfway decent case if you had some proper components. I mean, this might actually look pretty good, except it's missing some standoffs. I mean, you can buy that. This might actually be a decent case, but because I don't want to use that case, we're going to use this one, little NZXT case. I think that once we clean this up, I even got to clean this one. I did buy this used, so just everyone understand. I get it. I get most of the stuff that I use for this used. Sometimes I'll buy new stuff, but until somebody sponsors this channel, we're just going to have to deal with me finding stuff online. But I got this for $20. This is a nice case. And honestly, it doesn't even look like it was used. It looks brand new. Maybe he bought it and then realized that he had a full-size motherboard and it wouldn't fit in here. Maybe. Regardless, we're going to throw it in here and see if we can't make it look a little bit better. Also, I will clean this graphics card, but I don't think this graphics card is going to do much for us. I might have a little treat. So stick around. Make sure you watch the video to the end so you can see what I put in this thing. So in order to clean these computers properly, I do use quite a few things. I use some sanitizing wipes just because they're really gross, and I disinfect as much as possible. We have the ever so trusty cotton swabs, and then we use a toothbrush, very fine bristle toothbrush. You don't want to go anything too hard because you could damage some of the pins. You want to make sure that it's nice and soft, right? And then lots of IPA, right? You need lots of alcohol. You can get by with 91% alcohol. I use 99 just to make sure that way it evaporates. Using water on some of the equipment is all right. You just don't want to use water on everything, only because you could damage the components. IPA, isopropyl alcohol, it dissolves real fast, so you don't have like a worry about there being residual liquid inside the system that could ultimately damage it. And then the other thing I will use is I got this little air duster. Works great, actually. It comes with a bunch of attachments. It's got a little brush And then it also doubles as a vacuum if I need it to be a vacuum. So that's always nice to have. So without further ado, we are going to get into the cleaning of this thing. Let's go ahead, break it down. We'll disassemble it. We'll see what we can't find. Please, for the love of God, don't be this person. This is bad. Honestly, all it would take is this. Just use this once a month. Just open the front side panel, take your thumb screws, spray a little in there. You know, it'll prevent most of this from happening, or at least to this degree, because the power supply has got dust in it. Whatever stickiness this is on the hard drive, it's like Coca-Cola or Pepsi or something. Don't put drinks next to your computer. I mean, that's a given. It's electronics, liquid electronics. They don't mix very well. Just don't be this person. But regardless, we're nearing clean time here. So we'll go ahead. We'll do our thing. We'll get this thing cleaned up. I hold out very little hope that this computer is actually going to work. But we're going to find out. So I guess, let the cleaning begin and let's get at it.
so long. I didn't think I'd find a way to have some peace of mind. But you make me come alive. You lock me up inside. Yeah, you make me want to move. Yeah, you put me in a mood. And all you gotta do, yeah, all you gotta do, yeah, you make me wanna. Yeah, you put me in a. And all you gotta. Yeah, all you gotta.
Oh man, I'm tired. So it's like 10:30 at night. I think I'm gonna call it for the day. We can pick this back up tomorrow, but everything's clean. We do have a problem though. That's an ATX board. It's a mini ATX board, and that's an ITX case that we were gonna put it in. So I needed a micro ITX board in order to use that case, and that's not what this board is. So we're not going to be able to use the case, unfortunately, that I had picked up for this build. I don't know why. I looked in the window. I never opened up the computer because I wanted to do the first computer that he gave me. I wanted to do that one more than I wanted to do this one, so I kind of just forgot about this one. Plus, this one weighed like 2.5 pounds, so it couldn't have been that great. But regardless, I thought that it was going to be the right size motherboard. It is not. So this is going to go back in its original case. Hopefully, we can get it to look pretty. I think that if you recall from the first video, he said that one of the graphics cards in one of the computers was blown. The graphics card in the first computer that we built, it worked. So I'm going to assume that this one is non-functioning, but who knows? I mean, it might work, and he might be insane. I think we should call this this project Project Rainbow. I don't think I've ever seen so many multicolored cables. Like, I mean, look at the power supply. It's like every, what do we call it? Project Skittles or something. Because this, it was cracking me up. Every cable's different. I mean, like this one is like green and yellow. This one's black, gray, and red. This one is just a whole rainbow. This is every color that is imaginable. So just every cable in this case is a different color. I mean, even from the ones that come up to the front for the switches. This one's blue and white, and this one's red and black. Every one of them is different. I mean, that's interesting. I've never seen that before. So, but whatever. Project Skittles is almost finished. So tomorrow I'll wake up. It's actually my birthday, so I'll probably wake up. I'm going to go pick up another computer because I was talking to a guy, and he's going to meet me in Charlotte in the city, and he's got a pretty nice looking computer for us to work on. So I'll go get that. I'm always excited to find a nice deal. So I'll do that, and then we're going to get back into building it, and let's see how we can make her look. All right, let's go. So far, this is my least favorite case. I'm really angry that it didn't fit in the other case, but you know, we'll just use it for something else, right? I've never had a more frustration with building a computer, and I've built tons of computers. This is the first time that I truly was angry. All the fans run off Molex. This motherboard has a CPU fan and then one other fan header. That's it. So there's nowhere to connect anything. I had to run a bunch of different adapters just to get what I hope is power to the front fan and the exhaust fan. I hope it works. Honestly, I'm skeptical that it's going to turn on. If it does turn on, I'll be shocked. I'll be happy. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'll be happy that it works. Honestly, I'm a little hopeful that this one is blown. This graphics card is blown, so that I can put the 750 Ti in it. This is a better graphics card. I'd rather use this one, but I mean, I don't want to put it in a computer if this one doesn't work. I could use this on something else. I have a bunch of different graphics cards that I can try, but I'd like to get the computers that are dingy and gross to function. The hard drive was the hardest thing to clean by far. It was definitely soda. Everything was just sticky like it was soda. You know that you feel it on your hands afterwards. I took the longest shower of my life after I cleaned all the pieces last night because I just felt gross. So let's go ahead and let's plug it up and let's see if we can't get an image. So everything's plugged in. I'm not hopeful. I'm really not. I don't think that it's going to turn on. I don't know why. I thought that the first computer that we cleaned was by far and away the worst that it could get. I actually had more trouble cleaning this one than that one because the first one had bugs and hair and stuff in it, but that was all like real loose and you could get that off. This one, it was sticky. All the dust and the hair and everything had just gotten sticky somehow, and it was really bad. It was so bad. I don't think that it's going to turn on. I really don't. If it does, I'll be impressed. But remember, there's also the fact that he said that one of the two graphics cards that he gave me, because he gave me two computers, was blown. The first computer that we put together, the graphics card worked. So I'm not 100% sure that this graphics card will work. It is very clean, but I don't know if it's going to be functional. Maybe it will. But the only way to do it is to do it. So that's power. That's got power. All right, let's see what happens. Oh, it's spinning. Spinning. We get an image? Oh no, the graphics card fan stopped spinning. So I'm getting power from the front fan, back fan, the exhaust has got power. The CPU fan is loud. I don't think it's hitting anything. It's just how loud it is, I guess. All right, so apparently the graphics card is messed up. So I'm gonna see you back in a second. We'll attempt number 2 with a different graphics card. Okay. All right, so we're back. The frustration on this computer just keeps going, never ending. It's just a joy. So this is the computer the graphics card it came with. It doesn't work. I lost the footage, but I plugged in this MSI. I've had it for a long time, but I was curious to see if this one would work. Still, nothing. I've got a third graphics card in there. It's also a 750 Ti, but it's from EVGA. Third time's the charm. If this doesn't work, then we've got another problem. Something else is going on. Let's find out, shall we? All right, power. Let's pray to the computer gods that this will turn on, please. All right. Everything's spinning. Come on, baby. Oh, blue light. Ah, thank you, Jesus. Okay. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and put some games on it. All right. 1 second.
So we're in the system now. I'm not 100% sure why OBS decided to screen capture with the image like this. So please forgive me for the fact that the image is smaller than the actual screen size. But you get the idea. It can play Fortnite. I was insanely frustrated with this system, so I only did one game just because I was ready to end this this whole video. Just because this computer gave me more headaches than necessary. But it plays games worse than I expected, and I figured out why. It's because the RAM usage, the memory usage was at 100%. These two RAM sticks, 8 gigs, cannot keep up. So I will give this computer out with some better RAM. I'll put 16 gigs of something a little bit better in there. But it can play.
So that's going to do it for Project Skittles. So she works. I mean, that's really the silver lining here is that it turned on. I didn't think that it was going to. I thought this was going to be our first defeat. Truly, I thought it was over. Our lucky streak of getting 2 in a row, functioning and working properly. I thought it was over, but we did get it going. It took 3 graphics cards in order to get an image from her, but she is functional. The RAM needs to be replaced in this. So before I would give this out to anybody, the RAM is definitely going to need to be upgraded. The two sticks in there is 8 gigs, and they are the worst. It's the worst RAM ever. While playing the game, I noticed that it was the RAM usage, the memory usage was at 100%. I mean, the RAM could not keep up with any type of video game. So that's going to need to get done before I would give this to anybody, which is not a hard thing to do because it runs on DDR3 RAM, and you can find DDR3 RAM just about anywhere. So I would throw 2 8 gig sticks in there that have a better megahertz, and then we would be good to go, and this computer would function properly because the graphics card that I put in here is actually one of the better graphics cards out of the 3 computers that we've cleaned and posted videos about. So other than that, I'm surprised the hard drive still works, and it works well. But she's done. Unfortunately, we weren't able to put her in the NZXT case, but there's always more computers coming, and eventually I will get to using that case. But until then, you're just going to have to sit tight and wait for the next video. I do upload videos every Friday of a new computer that we have cleaned, so make sure you subscribe and watch for the next videos. And then on Wednesdays, I will post just a full time lapse of me cleaning these computers without editing any of it out. And I put it to some sweet music. So if watching these videos relaxes you to watch me assemble, clean, disassemble these computers is relaxing with a little bit of music, I will have a full timeline available every Wednesday of the computer that I post on Friday. So it'll be Friday, new computer. That following Wednesday, time lapse. The Friday after that, new computer, and so on and so forth. And you'll always have fresh content from me. That's how I'm going to get 2 videos a week. I'm also going to try to get a 3rd video. I have big plans for it's like a challenge that I'm coming up with. We're going to call it the PC buildup, where I start with a set amount of money and I see what I can find online. I'll find a crappy computer, and then we'll fix it up, make it run, and then we'll sell it for more than we purchased it for. And we'll slowly add those funds up until we can build like the ultimate gaming computer. It not only will it be fun for me, and I believe fun for you as the viewer, but I think it is also going to be pretty cool to see the process of something that you could do where you could buy a cheap computer, fix it up, sell it for $50 more than what you paid for it, and consistently improve on the quality of the computer that you could build for yourself. So it would be more like an educational video as well as entertaining to see if it's possible to build like a 4080 system with, you know, a brand new AM5 processor and like 8 terabytes of NVMe storage and all the crazy stuff, to see if it's possible to go from like $100 and a crappy computer to like an epic build. So we'll get that started, and that should be fun. But I'm not going to start that until we get to the 1,000 subs that I need to get to in order to start giving Project Rainbow or Project Skittles to one lucky subscriber. I'm not sure. I'm probably not going to give this one. This one, I think I'm just going to try to sell it, because I wouldn't want to give this computer to somebody. I would want to give an upgraded. So if I got better RAM for it, then I would consider maybe giving it to a subscriber. But I have plenty of other computers. I got a garage full of computers that we're going to be getting into and cleaning. They're all gross. I'm just trying to make sure that I have enough content to where you guys always have a fresh supply of things to watch. But until then, I appreciate your time. I appreciate you watching the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.